Good morning and welcome to your daily procrastination report. This is yesterday and it shouldn't look like this. Everything should be crossed out. But I don't know, yesterday just fell apart, like sometimes it does. I've been out and about the whole weekend, so maybe that's got something to do with it, and I've changed books, so I'm a bit... So I didn't do the application. I didn't start my application, which means I need to do all of it today. There are other things I need to do today, so I'll just have to follow the list and not be creative with my planning or execution of tasks today. I just need to do the stuff. Yes, I didn't even pay my bills, but don't worry, the due date is like tomorrow or on Thursday, depending on what it is. But I was tired and I'll tell you what I did do though. I crafted and embellished some journaling pages in my book. So let's just have a look at that. I have a few of these pictures of insects because, I guess it's a moth. I'm not sure, I think it's a moth. And it comes from a book that my local library gave away. Sometimes they give away books that no one checks out. And this was a photography book full of insects, and I've cut them out and used them on my October pages. This is from a really old children's book with fairy tales, so it was a big, illustration, and I just cut out this bit. This is from a book about old fabrics, or woven tapestries. That's it. It's a book about tapestries. So this was a whole page of this pattern that I cut into strips. And I do want to mention that, I love washi tape and stickers and bookmarks, same as everyone, but I do tend to get sick of them after a while, because when you have a whole roll of washi tape, it's just the same every time you use it. So I actually prefer these random patterns that you get when you buy old books in secondhand stores and cut pages into strips. It can be any kind of picture, but when you cut it into a strip, it becomes a pattern. So let's have a look at this. For example, it's a children's book about fairies. Lots of cute pictures, but any one of these, or the big ones at least, like this, for example, I could cut this into strips and it would become like a washi tape, and I can use it as a border or some kind of embellishment. And it's totally unique. No one else has it. And, I always feel a bit, guilty when I buy things like washi tape, because it's really not necessary from, a sustainability viewpoint. I feel like it's really bad. I feel slightly better when I use old books. You can debate that as well. And I use a lot of glue, so that's not ideal. But, you pick your battles. And as I said, I just like the randomness of book pages more than washi tape that someone has designed for that very purpose. That doesn't inspire me the same way that found objects do. These are from cushions, I think, cushion covers. And this is from Edith Holden, an actual book. I always cut my pictures from books, I don't print them. This is from another book about weaving, not tapestries, but weaving. And this is from, what's it called, a tunic? Like kind of a hippie kind of garment that I cut up. lots of these lovely trims. This is from a book about, I don't remember. Maybe it was a sunken boat or something, and they found this. I don't know. From the insect book. Again, insects from the insect book, and this is from a book about mysteries. They had this old postcard, and the background here is from the weaving book as well. This, I don't know, calligraphy, I think. Illuminated manuscripts. And this is just coffee dyed paper, and this is from a scarf. So I do like using recycled stuff. I haven't done this spread yet. This is kind of a joke, like mushrooms and space. Edith Holden, and a giant book about astronomy. So I have so many pages with stars on them, which is perfect for borders, perfect for whole pages, for pockets, everything. This is not completed. I'm gonna add something, I don't know what. This is from a book about calligraphy, and this, I think, is from a book about tulips. I'm not sure. This is from the astronomy book. So you see, I mean, there are probably washi tapes that look like this, but I don't know, it's, I prefer finding, it's just such a rush to find the right kind of thing at secondhand shops. I love it because it's unique, and it's like scavenging. There's a challenge to it. This is from, what's it called? Oh my god, what's it called? I don't know. This is from the tunic, actually, this red bit here. This, what, the thing you get, you put it on the table, what's it called? Oh, a tablecloth. No, it's not. A small one, you know, it's just for decoration. Never mind, you don't care. This is also from the tunic. There was a lot of nice fabric and trims and appliques and stuff. This is a pocket that I made from several different elements here. The background, the base here, is from a book about a church in Paris, and this is that kind of stone tablet where they write ministers and when they lived. And on top of that I put this spangly thing from a cushion cover. This girl I cut out from a book about ballet, and this I punched out of glitter paper that I got for my birthday last year. These are from what's it called? Swatch book for old wallpapers. So I fussy cut this out. And it just went really well with this background color. So as you can see, I haven't finished all the pages. This one, it's so overdone, but I love it. Again, this is from the tunic. It yielded a lot of material. This is from the weaving book, and these are all from the insect book. And I'm sure you can find stickers of moths and butterflies like this, but I don't know, it's more, these are more unique, different, yeah. This strip is from a gift box of some kind. I think there was a candle in it, but the box had roses on it and was really beautiful. This is also from the insect book, so yeah. And I put just this random black strip behind the rose pattern. Also from the tunic, not finished. from the insect book and from the astronomy book. And this, I really loved this because, you know, the background looks like a starry sky, but this is an actual starry sky. This I cut out from a history book, and the piece behind it is a facsimile of an old book with Gothic script that I dyed with Ecoline watercolor. Edith Holden, not finished. Edith Holden, a bookmark. Here is a strip from the astronomy book, so this is how you can use it, just as a background, because I have so much of it that I don't have to be precious about it. This is from a book, the same book about mysteries as the postcard I talked about a few pages back. This is from the Dialogus Creaturum. I don't know what to call it in English. It's in Latin. It's a book. I don't know. It's an old book. Bookmark and some stars from the astronomy book. Again, a strip from the tapestry book. So you see, I mean, this is really beautiful. And the whole page was like this. More of the same pattern, but you can use it for several different things. You can cut it up into squares for pockets, strips for borders, triangles for tucks. The weaving book. Ditto. This is from a book about old paintings, and I started a journaling card. I have to back it with something. This is from a book about roses. And again, the background is from the astronomy book. Another picture from the ballet book, and this is from a children's book. Just a small piece of a whole page that was painted like this. This is also, the moon is from the same page. Yes, and insect book, obviously. This is from a book about nature, I don't remember, some kind of nature book. And astronomy book. This is getting very repetitive. But I just want to show you how these random things from secondhand shops can really find their place. You don't have to buy specific themed stickers or whatever, because maybe you won't use all of them and then you feel guilty because you didn't use them. And I mean, in a used book, I feel less guilt about that. I know that's debatable, but this is from the mystery book, and it's from The Seventh Seal, the movie. Astronomy book, mystery book, just a picture of a church from a magazine. Astronomy book. I'm not going to tell you every time there's a strip from the astronomy book because I'm sick of saying it. Well, you can guess where all this is from. This is from a book about Nostradamus, so there are tarot cards and stuff. I'm going to make it into a journaling card, I think. This is me. The Halloween picture. And that's it. So, enough procrastinating. It's time to work, I think. Oh, just one more thing. I wanted to talk about my, what's it called? My Someday Maybe insert. I have two versions of this. I've been talking about this and saying how happy I am with it because it's very small and thin and narrow, so it fits into both a narrow traveler's notebook, like the classic size, and I have this bigger one that is A5. And I don't know which one I want to use, because if I use this one, it looks a bit weird, you know. On the other hand, it doesn't weigh as much, and it's very easy to flop the book open and come to the Someday Maybe lists. But yeah, I don't know, I'm sort of feeling this at the moment. It looks more cohesive. So yes, let's hop to it then and do the stuff I should have done yesterday. All right, I'm popping in for an update. I have done this, yes. I have sent the application now that I didn't prepare yesterday. So I'm crossing out yesterday's to-dos and today's. And you know, yesterday I was reasoning in the video about how it was a good idea to prepare, to brainstorm, to read the instructions yesterday and then finish the application today. And it would have been good. I mean, that's one way of doing it. But sometimes, and this is another tip from yours truly, sometimes it's better to rest first. I mean, that's my mantra. I try to live by it when I can. You know, sometimes you can't. But when you're tired and worn out, things take longer. You do a worse job of it. And it can be better to just procrastinate. You know, procrastinating has such a bad rep. But sometimes what you need is to just drop everything and do something else and do the thing close to the deadline, because that really fires you up and gives you motivation, right? You can't do this all the time. It's not a good idea to always sort of smack your head into the deadline and cut it fine. But sometimes it is, and this was one of those times. I just needed an afternoon off yesterday when I didn't do super important stuff. And this morning, I mean, I am still a bit tired, but since I know that the deadline is today, I just pulled myself together and did it. And I think the result was better, and I did it more efficiently than I would have if I had started yesterday when I was really under the weather. So it's still morning, not lunch just yet. So back in the saddle, and I guess I might do this drop-in thing where I ask my questions. Or, oh, here's something I also did because I got the information I needed to be able to do it. But I think this is kind of daunting, this turquoise thing. So I think I need to work on that, because that too needs to get done today. Yeah, there's nothing for it. Go, go, go. Time for another update. Look at this beautiful day where everything is crossed off. I did all the things, even the hardest thing, the one I dreaded, which means that I can also cross it off here. I commented on a document and sent it, and it took ages, so I'm really proud of myself. Yeah, I'm done with all the things I had to do. Even the drop-in thingy that I didn't have to do, but I had like a quarter of an hour before lunch, and you know, not enough time to do the more, I don't know, advanced stuff. So I went there, I got the answers to my questions, and it was not a big thing. So what else? Now it's, what is it? 3:45. Still an hour to go. Okay, so there's this quiz I could work on, because that will take a lot of time and it needs to be done next Friday. Do I want to do that? Well, I could. It's the green one here. But this is a time when my non-time specific next actions would come in handy, because on this page I only write what I need to do this week. I have my other next actions here in the back book. Where are they? Here they are. So I have my check or look for, administration, contact, waiting for, feedback, brainstorming, listen, creative stuff, the IQ list or 5-minute list, and the gut grading assessment context. But I saw that there are things here that I have done. I should mention actually the pen I'm using. It's a gold pen that really covers whatever you wrote underneath. So I like it because there's no trace of the action once you've crossed it off, crossed it out. So, because sometimes if you, for example, if you use like a pen like this, like if I would cross this out like this, it just looks messy to me and I can still see the writing. But when I use this pen, it erases the task. And I know you can use boxes like check boxes and fill them in or whatever, or dots that you make a crossover like in bullet journaling, but that doesn't, I mean, the text is still there and it distracts me. I don't want it. So that's what I do. I've done this as well. I've done this. So yeah, I think the green project here is the way to go for the final hour of my workday. It's, you know, half creative, half routine work, and I think I'm in a headspace for that. So let's go.